The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the May 21st, the fantastic Friday edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. Hey, let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. And the easiest way to do that, well, it's to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, well, it means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we're going to go check on the circumstance of these markets. We'll go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I just past 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I want you to know that I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here. But more important than that, and that's this. During this next 60 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to pick up that phone. You can dial on in at 877-927-6648. If you can't dial in, we've got you covered there, too. Go ahead, let those fingers do the walking. Send me an email, steve@tfnn.com. Inside the subject heading, please put radio show question. And, of course, in our Tigers Den, well, any ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on fantastic, fabulous Friday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to the show. Right now, we got a mixed bag out here. The Dow's up 120. S&P is flat, down 80 cents. NASDAQ is off 63 bucks. Russell's up 7. Semis are off 10. Trannies are up 19. So just totally a mixed bag out here. Gold's off 8 bucks. Silver down 63 cents. Light sweet crude is trading up $1.65 at 65.39. Leading the charge dollar-wise, the upside, you've got Anovis Bio up 64 bucks, 240%. They have certainly solved something. Shopify, 22 bucks, nearly 2%. Decker's Outdoor, 21, 6, 7, almost 7%. Nvidia up 16, 2.75%. Palo Alto Networks up 16. Those stocks are moving, grooving to the downside. You've got Amazon off 43, MicroStrategy down 18, Booking Holdings 15, Google off 15, Lam Research down about 13, Buckaroo. So I want to look at what you want to look at. And I know the request that's already come in to look at is for the ES Mini. So let's begin by taking a look at the ES Mini from this perspective. Here you're going to see a daily, a weekly, a monthly, and a quarterly set of profiles. So if in the upper left-hand corner, you've got your daily set of profiles. You see a little descending trend line. Prices trying to get above that. The resistance area is where prices traded into, and that is between 41.75, 41.96. If you look at the weekly time frame chart, if I got rid of those trend lines, what you would see is that price tested this week the bottom of its bullish structured weekly profile, 40.80. So support is held on the daily, support is held on the weekly, support is doesn't exist on the monthly and the quarterly, meaning prices above the top of those profiles. Those larger term charts suggest that the ES Mini over time wants to target 45.67 next. That would simply be the expansion of its March or February high in 2020 to March low, and that would be the 2.0 expansion of that level. Let's also go from here and take a look at the ES Mini, and let's use my multi-time frame chart. Let me get that fired up. Let me get rid of this screen here that we're sharing, and I'll share with you a different screen. And so on the different screen for the ES Mini, you're going to see 8 different time frames. If you start down in the, I guess my time frames are maybe a little bit screwy the way that I did them. We go from monthly, weekly, daily, and then I start my intraday going from 30, 61, 22, 40 up to the 5-hour time frame. So what do we know right now? First, on the monthly basis, price took out its TD9 count. This talks to us about a very strong momentum move to the upside. The weekly time frame chart is going to form, well, I take that back. If the ES Mini today closes below 41.66, and you're at 41.54, there will be no TD9 count pattern. So the ES Mini actually has to rally in order to generate a TD9 count top. So if it were to close right here, you'd have no topping signal whatsoever, kind of matching what the monthly chart is telling us. The daily's got that Rhodes Momentum Indicator top and also wave number 7. I'll scooch this down just a bit. You can see that. And if you were looking to sell, really, in essence, today has been the time. Now is the time. You can see price got up. Not only was it testing that bearish structure daily profile, it's also testing that oscillator and change line. The 30-minute time frame chart shows a TD9 count top and a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top from earlier this morning. This is suggesting lower price since price is below the bottom of its 30-minute profile. The 16-minute time frame, I don't have a topping signal. I don't have one on the 120. I do not have one on the 240, and I do have a TD9 count pattern that is confirmed on the 5-hour time frame chart. This would suggest a pullback to the 41.37 area. So to go with that 30-minute time frame, we now have a target to the downside for the ES Mini, should it choose to do so, and that would be in that 41.37. Now you say, what do you mean choose to do so, Steve-O? Well, we need to go understand what the market breadth is of the S&P 500. So let's pull this set of charts up here, our tables. And here, well, let me switch this. That's the NASDAQ 100. We'll come back to that. But let's get to the S&P 500. Now, here are for 4 different time frames, 60, 240, daily, and weekly. What do you notice about those speed dials? Exactly. You're saying, Steve, wait a minute here. You're talking about a decline in the ES Mini, yet when I look at each of those speed dials, they are all in the bullish zone out here. So you're right. They are. That says, let's go back and take now, there's one other time frame that we can do this for, and that would be the 30-minute. So let me pull that over as well. And here on the 30-minute time frame, we're going to see that this is still in that's the S&P 500, that we saw a little bearish crossover, and that took place at about 11:25. So it's still in that bearish for this short-term time frame. It's still in that configuration. And unfortunately, so when I say unfortunately, what I'm referring to is I don't have a bottoming level in that 30-minute time frame. The only thing that we would have would be a potential TD9 count pattern that could form. This would be bar number 5. So we're talking about 2 to 2.5 hours. That's coming into the close out here, where it could make a TD9 count bottom. I'm not saying that it will. We've got to wait at least a good hour and a half before we can come back and even take a look at that. But my point is, I don't have a level of support down here for the ES Mini on its 30-minute time frame, and so I just simply am going to have to default to the only support that I clearly see out here, and that's that oscillator and change line on the 300-minute chart, simply because of its TD9 count pattern. So I hope that helps you out with regard to the ES Mini. As long as we're here, let's go take a look at the NQ, which is trading a bit lower. Let's fire those charts up here. And in the NQ, what we can see as this populates, so far on a monthly basis, price tested and rejected the oscillator and change line. On a weekly time frame, you've got wave number 7 as a potential top out here. Not a potential. You've got wave number 7 as a top. We've got a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top inside the daily time frame for the NQ. But price right now is testing that oscillator and change line. That oscillator and change line is just a small smidgen away from where we're trading. 13,421. We're at 13,414. The price closes above that oscillator and change line. It's signaling a move to that 13,727 level. On the 30-minute chart, you can see we're in bar number 7. So if the short-term time frame is going to identify a bottom, watch the NQ. You're in bar number 7. That says you've only got about an hour and a half before you know the answer there. We'll be right back.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today.
Hey there, I'm Andy Arbertine with Tiger Precious Metals and Stones. Whether you're looking to buy and sell precious metals or trying to find the perfect diamond ring, I'm here to help. I have over 15 years of experience with diamonds and precious metals. You can call me directly at 727-329-8245, and I will personally answer any questions you have and help you find exactly what you're looking for. I will be your personal concierge in the metal and stone business. Give me a call today, 727-329-8245.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. So we're going to go take a look at one of our questions coming in by email. This one coming in from Michael W. Michael is in Harrisonburg, Virginia. Michael writes in, he says, Steve, can you please look at the July wheat contract for a possible TD9 count bottom? How do we approach a trade when the count is complete? So great question. Here we've got the futures contracts for wheat, and you're asking about the July contract, and that's the one that is in your left-hand corner. And what you're going to see here, you only see 2 lines. This is a beautiful thing, so it's a great question. The bottom of its profile and the center of its profile are at the same price point, and price is nearing that level. That's at 663 even Steven. So we know that price is coming into a strong area of support. Now let's switch from these charts and go take a look at the daily time frame for the July contract. I've got that already set up here. Just give me a moment to switch to it. And here you're going to see those 8 different time frames. What Michael is interested in is the daily time frame. So let's focus on this right now. And what we can see here is that today is going to become bar number 8 of a TD9 count. Now, what we know is in this pattern that it's bars 8, bars 9, or the bar following 9 that identifies the top or the bottom. That must be the high or the low of the pattern. The other thing we can do here is just take a look at the July contract and ask ourselves, on the TD9 counts out here, how many of them actually worked, right? So on these patterns, what we're looking for is, when you put up a chart, Michael, one of the first things you want to most certainly take a look at is the pattern that you're trading, has it been working in the past? Not that the past equals the future, but if it has been working, well, what it does is it says, hey, we need to really find some good solid reasons to be able to take this trade. When I take a look at the July contract for the TD9 count, it's not anything that it says, hey, wow, we've really got to take this. That doesn't mean this won't form a bottom. You asked the really important question. If it does complete this count, how do we know to take that trade? In this instance here, knowing that we're in bar number 8 and we're coming back to a strong level of support on the July contract, that's really what we want to see. But what you want to really see is bar number 9 still has to complete. It looks to me like it will, unless wheat just absolutely has an incredible move and closes above bar number 5 that's out here. That's in the 700 area. That's not likely to happen, not that it can't, but it's not likely. But remember, that low can form on bars 8, bars 9, or the bar following 9. So now this gets back to his question. How do we know, for example, if it's on bar 8 or bar 9, how do we know? Is there any kind of indication to tell us which, where the bottom, if that daily chart has formed the bottom on bar number 8? Yeah, I'll spit it out eventually, don't worry. Well, here's what I like to do, Michael. When on a daily time frame, price is pulling back to a level of support or identifying a potential bottom, in this case here for July wheat, they have both, then what I like to do is turn to the short-term, intermediate-term time frame charts. Here I use a 30, a 60, a 120, a 240, and a 5-hour chart. You can see on the 30-minute chart, that's in your upper right-hand corner, I'll just expand this out, that what we have is a Rhodes momentum indicator pattern. It has confirmed because we've got the bullish reversal candle. What price hasn't been able to do is take out the top of that 30-minute profile. And that would be at 672.73 to be exact. That would be the first level you'd want to see 2 consecutive closes above to tell you that there's the possibility of a bottom on that 30-minute chart. The real indication for you, I don't know if you want to wait this long, is a close above 686.25. That's the TD9 breakdown level. That's the message coming from the 30-minute chart. Now, when we look at the other time frame charts, the 60, the 120, and the 240, each of them have Rhodes momentum indicator signals. The 240 has been confirmed because that was a key reversal bar number 5 out there. The 120 has confirmed, but nothing's been able to get above resistance. So that's really what you're looking for, Michael, is you're looking for price to close above resistance on a short-term time frame to then give you the signal that, okay, maybe this is a tradable bottom. It does look like a tradable bottom to me. What I would do is I'd be patient and wait till Monday, maybe Tuesday. But to answer your question, when you get a TD9 count pattern, or I would say any pattern that you might trade, go down to the short-term time frames, see if you're getting signals, be able to objectively identify support and resistance out here. That is done when we take a look at my charts. It's all objective. These levels that we take a look at, this is nothing that Stevie has put into it. So we're looking at objective levels of support and resistance. Those are established by those TAS market profiles. Those tell us where the battlegrounds are at. And then we've got the TD9 breakout or breakdown levels. And those will assist you, I'm sure, Mike, in your trading of July futures for wheat. So thanks so much for writing in. Our next question, this one coming in from Tim. And Tim says, Amazon is showing relative weakness the last 2 days. Do you see more of a pullback? So let's get back to let me get out of the wheat chart, get back to our main screen that is in black, our main signal screen out here. Give me a second to do that. And then let's go get to our 3-paneled charts out here. And on our 3-paneled charts, what do we have? We've got Amazon, AMZN. And I've got to get my other charts back to being able to pull up an Amazon chart out here. So right now what you're looking at, the 3 background charts, you're specifically, Tim, asking me about today's activity. So I only showed today being a down day. Yesterday and the day before were an up day. Price is trading. So what Amazon has is a confirmed, no, it does not have a confirmed Gartley buy pattern. So I'm going to get rid of the A to B equals CD out here. Take a look at what it's doing. And you can see that price is trading with inside its daily profile. Your question is specifically, what is it? Do you see more of a pullback? So price has found its support, in essence, at the center of its bullish structured profile in the 31.96 area. The low today in Amazon, 31.98. You can see price is sitting on the point of control, the center of the box on the monthly time frame. So price is very comfortable here. And on the weekly time frame, that was. On the monthly time frame, I just show that sideways consolidation that Amazon has been within. Today's volume. So the swing point out here was from May 11th, and that's 4.6 million shares. You're at 2.4 right now. If price is pulling back with lighter volume out here, does it suggest moving lower? In order to reject the swing point, Amazon today would have to close above 32.38. You're at 32.03. If it closes in that swing point, even if it's on lighter volume, price can still pull back. But it should be able to find support in this 31.50 to 31.95 area. I don't know what its intent is on Monday or Tuesday, but I can share with you that price is definitely pulling back into a strong support area. Let's pull over my white background charts, see if there's any other patterns, any other information. Okay, there is. So what we see here, so now what I would say to you, Tim, is that odds favor that Amazon will pull back further. Now, I know you're saying, wait a minute here, Steve-O. You just took a look at those black background charts, and you were very definitive that you said you didn't know. That is true. But now when I pull up my white background charts that have additional tools, well, you and I can see the oscillator and change line changed colors today. In essence, prices tested and rejected that red oscillator and change line. That's bearish, directionally speaking. And that would say, yeah, okay, there's odds. Odds favor a move into that 31.50 level. We'll look at the short-term time frame charts when we get back from this break. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. I'd love to hear from you as well.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. The printing presses are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The U.S. deficit has risen 200% in 1 year with no end in sight. The markets are looking for an additional stimulus bill to get us through this once-in-a-generation pandemic. There is no free lunch, folks. The more stimulus dollars put into the marketplace, the less your dollar is worth each and every day. This is the time to protect yourself with a portion of your portfolio in the metal market. The Gold Report comes out each Monday morning. I bisect and dissect the dollar, silver, gold, the XAU, and the HUI. The Gold Report is a long-term hedge against the dilution of your buying power. The U.S. has put more than $6 trillion into the marketplace in the last 6 months, with more expected in the next few months. The market did and does need the stimulus, but it will have long-term implications on our buying power. The Gold Report comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to TFNN.com and order the Gold Report now. Protect your buying power. Order the Gold Report now.
You could be making money off the stock market. And if you're already making money off the stock market, you could be making a lot more. Check out TFNN and Tiger TV and get expert investing advice to give you the power to control your financial future. Go to TFNN.com and find the newsletter for you. Whether you're into trading gold, metals, futures, currencies, or options, you'll get advice and analysis to help you seriously get ahead. TFNN also features trading services with a 30-day money-back guarantee for new subscribers, as well as TFNN's Tiger Den trading room, trading software, and educational webinars for all trading levels. And make sure you check out Tiger TV for free on TFNN.com or TFNN's YouTube channel for live financial content from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern on market days. Stop watching on the sidelines while other people get rich and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. So I scanned the short-term time frame charts for Amazon. I didn't get any signals in there to assist us. Look, it's not a trade that I would take to the downside, knowing that you're trading into strong support. the 3150 to 3195 area out there. But it does look like it may head a bit lower. So I hope that helps you out. Inside the Tiger's Den, we've got a couple of questions that have come in now, so thanks for that. The first one that we're going to take a look at is ticker symbol KAR, and KAR is Car Auction Services. It's trading above the top of its daily profile. That was a bullish structured profile, so that's a bullish outcome. It's well above its weekly profile. The top of the bearish structured daily was 1790, the top of the weekly 1615, and trading back inside its monthly profile. Now, the counter trend move in Car Auction Services is the center of its monthly profile. So that's in the 1974 level. So 1974 zip is what you're going to be watching. Let me pull over my other charts here. Since price is in that range, what are we going to see out here for CAR? We're going to see that right now today it has negated its TD9 count. That TD9 count only took price back to its oscillator and change line. Those oscillator and change line are a very important tool to assist you in understanding what the instrument is communicating to you for this specific time period. And you can see as price was pulling back, it tested and rejected that level. That keeps its bullish mode. Yes, it had a TD9 count top. In essence, it put it in neutral territory, and that neutral territory just was disintegrated. Now, even though it's been disintegrated, you've got to still understand, or you'd like to understand, where is the next resistance level? Well, that's easy. The next resistance level is at 1952. So what we know about this is we know that CAR has resistance at 1952 and in the 1974 level, the center of that monthly profile. So be on guard. Is there a top? No, because that top was just taken out. That was a TD9 count on the daily basis. So you stick with this trade. If this did generate some type of bearish reversal candle on Monday, then you would have another short-term topping signal, but you don't have that right now, and price should go target 1952. On a weekly time frame for CAR, what do we have out here? Again, price is above its weekly profile. This looks like it wants to get back to its prior swing points in the 21 area. Still, though, we'll pay attention to that daily and that monthly time frame chart. The monthly time frame chart not providing us with any additional information out here. Real quickly on the intraday, I'll just kind of scan through these, see if I see anything. Don't really see anything. So we just simply fall back that today is a positive day for you, zip on KAR, and price should target that 1952 level. Just know that you're running into a resistance zone, so keep those seat belts fastened. And thanks so much for the request. The next request coming in from Ruby in the Tiger's Den. And Ruby wants to take a look at the Russell 2000. Ruby loves trading the Russell 2000. So let's go see if we can assist her and help to identify some key areas of support or resistance. Let's get over to that 8-panel chart out here. Give me a moment just to get over there. Here you're going to see, again, those monthly, weekly, daily, 30, 60, 120, 240, and the 5-hour time frame chart. Ruby says, Steve, I covered my Russell 2000 short today. At what level can I trade this for a longer time frame? So first you've got to get the first let me just expand this chart out here. So you were short, Ruby, and let's assume that you were short because you saw that TD9 count that was forming earlier this morning. Based upon this, where would your exit have been? Or where would your exit have been to potentially take a long trade? See, I don't put these numbers in here. This is all objective. 22, 12, 60. And take a look at, remember, the body of the candle is truly the essence of price out here. So you can see how it's held. Now, in answering the question, it found support. You also have to understand where are the battlegrounds. We can see because price is below the 30-minute profiles out there, you know you have a battle at 22.20 and 22.22. You can also see the oscillator and change line is sitting at 22.22. So if you were long right now, totally makes sense based upon what we're taking a look at here for the 30-minute time frame. You know you're coming up to a battle, and you would remain long if price can close above 22.22. The reason you would remain long, it's a green oscillator and change line. You'd be back above the center of a bullish structured profile, back above that oscillator and change line. I think I mentioned that twice now, and that would give you the target of 22.36. What we don't know, Ruby, is this just a counter trend move up to the center, up to Stevie's green line? I don't know the answer to that, but we do know price came right back to support. So on a 30-minute time frame, the numbers are well identified for you what to be watching. Let's take a look at some other time frames out here. Well, on the 60-minute, price was also coming back to that key level of support, 2207. Resistance was being hit, and that's at 22.36 on the 2-hour time frame. So we've got some mixed messages here. But now what you know for sure is at that 22.36 level, which is somewhat tying out to, not completely, you got 22.22 on the 30-minute time frame. So if price gets above that, you see 22.36 is also the top of that 30-minute profile. So you know that if price can get above that during the trading session today, Ruby, you're gunning for that 22.36 level, and you probably exit at that stage, knowing that that is a strong resistance level. So in taking a look at the Russell 2000 charts, I would also say this. You can see the daily time frame is trading above its oscillator and change line. As long as price remains above that, that gives you the signal of that further rally to the upside. The question is, can it take out that oscillator and change line level? So I hope that that answers your question, Ruby, with regard to the Russell 2000, the areas and the levels that you should be watching, and best of luck to you on that trade. No other questions that I have that I'm aware of. I think I've covered everything inside the Tiger's Den. Let me just check, make sure there's no emails that have come in. And nope, Hector and the fuel injectors. Hector wants to take a look at the Qs. So Hector, you asked this question, I think maybe yesterday. We had some technical glitches, and thanks for asking that again today. And his question, you may remember, is regarding the QQQ series. And his question is there an A to B equals CD to the upside? And so, Hector, there is not. And the reason there is not, let me just move this consolidation box. The reason this is not is because price on this last retracement, and the retracement I'm referring to, was the high from May 14th down to the low that formed on May 19th. See how this got all the way back to its prior swing low? That retracement is over a 0.786 retracement. You get over a 0.786 retracement, you can't see the chart. Oh, sorry about that. Thank you. My wingman out there, which I love because, she, I love. You got to have wing women out here. So now we got the charts up there. Thank you for that, Mr. Bill. So now let's go back to this. This is the daily time frame for the QQQ series ETF. And I believe, Hector, because I remember your email yesterday. You were using the May 12th level as your A point, then you were going to be using the May 14th as your B point, and then yesterday as the C point. So, no, you don't want your retracement of that B to C leg retracement should not be greater than 0.786. When it is, sometimes it tells you about a possible consolidation. Well, here comes the yellow rectangle, because there is a clear consolidation pattern in here, at least as far as I see it. And so what that tells you, Hector, is that you now have a breakout of this consolidation. And when you have a breakout of the consolidation, it provides us with a measured move equal to or greater than that. So here, this is telling us that the NQ, or the QQQ series ETF, wants to go target and get back into that May 7th swing point high in the 336 level. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
The technology around us is changing every day. With so much happening, it can seem impossible to keep up with all the information. David White's investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, is designed to give you all the information you need to understand the technology that shapes today's markets and tomorrow's future. David White has made his living staying on the cutting edge of technology. His weekly newsletter will give you specific recommendations for value tech stocks, as well as entry prices, target prices, and stops to set for each trade. Dave delivers his weekly newsletters every Friday with updates throughout the week. You can get the Technology Insider at TFNN.com for only $37.50. Sign up for David's newsletter, The Technology Insider, and get an inside look at everything the technology sector has to offer. Try it risk-free today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. TFNN, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 142, S&P 50, 5 points, and the NASDAQ is off 39. Let's go to our caller we got on line. I believe we've got Tim on the line. Is that, do we have Tim on the line?
It's Jim.
Jim, we've got Jim on the line. Oh, sorry about that, Jim. Okay. Jim, are you, I've got a couple different callers lined up, so my apology. Are you calling about Disney?
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So let's go take a look at the Disney chart and tell the folks what you're looking at, how I can best help you.
Well, I noticed the volume was light on the downside past couple of days, and it gapped up a little this morning. And I bought into a starter position of just 50 shares. Okay. And I'm just curious if that is a strong bottom that we've already had. I bought those 50 shares at 172 flat. So.
Okay. So yeah. You're about to find out, and when I say about to find out, I don't know if it's going to be this afternoon, but about to find out is that Disney on a daily basis is making its way up to its first round of sellers. That first round of sellers, Jim, is sitting at 173.24. That is the top of a new daily profile that just formed today. So you've got a bullish structure, and if price can close above 173.24. What Disney would be suggesting to you is that, yes, that's a solid bottom. Okay? So that's what the daily time frame chart shows. It's our white background charts. If price can clear 173.24, your next battle would then be at 177.52. 177.52 is the bottom of its weekly profile. That price would be trying to get back inside. So ultimately, you'd like to see that. I'm going to pull over my white background charts because on my white background charts, what we also notice is that during the pullback out here in Disney, and this formed a top, a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top back on March 9th, and price a few days ago made its way all the way back to the breakout level. That breakout level was 168.03. So we understand why price found support where it did 3 days ago and has then since bounced. You can also see that on a daily basis, the oscillator and change line is red. That's printed at 174.11. So Disney doesn't just to have to. I'll try to get this out. Disney needs to close above not just the top of its daily profile, but also the oscillator and change line to then give you that indication that this is a solid bottom out here. So currently, that is priced at about 174.11. That's coming from the daily time frame. You love the weekly. The reason that you love the weekly, even though price is below the bottom of that weekly profile, today is going to become or generate bar number 9 of a TD9 count. Right now, you've got a hammer candle on the weekly basis. I don't know what the end weekly candle will look like. It doesn't matter whether it's a bullish reversal candle or not. You'd like that because it tells you about the market trying to hammer out a bottom on a weekly basis with a TD9 count. So do I think you're into a solid idea of Disney and trying to form a bottom? Yeah. When we look at the weekly and we take a look at the daily pulling back to support, absolutely. And we also know that on a monthly basis, this does have a TD9 count top. All that really price is supposed to do is pull its way back to that oscillator and change line. Now, it didn't get right down to it, but it's pretty darn close as we take a look at it. The monthly oscillator and change line is 165 and change out there. On the short-term time frames, the 15-minute, you've got a wave number 7 bottom. That's a beautiful thing. Is there any resistance that this is broken through? No. The next resistance level on, it has. It's broken through one area. Now, very short-term time frame, 15-minute. It should be targeting the next area, which is 174.61. The 30-minute time frame has a nice wave number 7, Rhodes momentum indicator bottom. This says price is going to target 174.61. The 65-minute chart has a valid TD9 count. Now, today, you want to watch this, because if price can close above 172.96, and you're at 172.80 right now, but a close above 172.96 would tell you about a strong momentum move for the 65-minute chart out there and suggest price would be headed higher. The 130-minute says 173.91 as a resistance level. You've got a nice wave number 7 on the 195. You've got a nice Rhodes momentum indicator bottom. So yeah, every signal that we take a look at for Disney for all of these time frame, each suggests that it is trying to form a bottom. Now what you need to see are these resistance areas. You need to see them beginning to fail. And the one that I think is the most key to you is going to be the oscillator and change line on a daily basis, and that's going to be 174 and change. So, Jim, does that help you out? And what additional information can I provide to you?
No, that's awesome. It gives me a little confidence. I'm not going to, like I said, it's just a starter position, so I'm going to hold on to it. And then if it breaks those levels you told me, like 174, I may buy a little bit more of it.
No, absolutely. And I mean, because that would be its message. You know, if it breaks through resistance, maybe you go to a short-term time frame, wait for some kind of retracement into some level of support, and then fire away to add to it. But all the charts that we're looking at, it's a sound trade. So, congrats to you at this stage here. I know it's just slightly in the green out here, but I like the decision that you made, and the chart patterns support that. Okay?
Okay, I appreciate you, Steve. Thank you. Have a great weekend.
You bet. You too. And thanks so much for calling. Let's go to our next caller. I think that is Robert in Kansas. Is that correct?
Yes. Hello, Steve. I was calling in to get your thoughts on silver. I know everyone's bullish gold and silver, but I'm looking at the silver chart, and to me, it basically looks like it's been consolidating within a range from last August. And it's kind of at the top end of the range now, and I wanted to get your thoughts on taking a short in silver at this point.
Right now, SLV is – Robert, I got you. Perfect. So, Robert, how are you?
Okay, I'm doing great.
Good.
Did you hear what I said, or did I cut out?
I did not hear a word you said, but please go ahead and restate that.
Okay. I know everyone's bullish silver and gold right now, but I actually have a different perspective on silver. From my perspective, silver's just been consolidating within a range since last August, and it's at the top of the range right now. And I wanted to get your thoughts on taking a short in silver at this point, SLV in particular.
Absolutely. So what I would do here is okay with you if we just go take a look at the silver contract?
You bet.
Okay. So give me a second here to switch all my charts, get over to a different panel, and because that's really going to be applicable, and I believe the patterns inside the silver contract are the ones that we want to really focus on versus SLV. I'll come back to SLV, though, and give you some areas of support and so forth to assist you with your trading. So the question is do we have any signals to go ahead and short silver? And the answer to that question is yes. Now, unfortunately, Robert, I can't draw in the A to B equals CD pattern with this version of the software. But what I can do is I can draw, in essence, I can do a version of it. So here's the A to B point. That's that blue diagonal line. And so, folks, I'm just going to simply keep that and put this over here. And now you're going to see this is made the 1-to-1 A to B equals CD to the upside. So you don't see the normal A to B equals CD pattern, but you just saw how that completed. And when I say it completed on Wednesday when this generated a bearish evening star candle. And Robert, price is below the oscillator and change line right now, which is 27.75. This suggests that silver should pull back, to 27.14 or 26.06. Robert, do me a favor. Hang on through this break. We'll come back. I will close out the show with you and take a look at silver. But on a daily time frame, the answer is yes. You do have a short signal. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Markets can rise and fall like the tides. Subscribe to Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, and you too can ride the wave. Basil Chapman is an authority in technical analysis. His Chapman Wave trading system has been helping traders identify trends and capitalize on momentum in the markets since 1984. TFNN invites you to test Basil's proprietary Chapman Wave trading methodology with a monthly subscription to the Opening Call newsletter for only $149. Your subscription to the Opening Call comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, as well as daily market updates on key indexes, stocks, and commodities. Ride the wave. Sign up for the Opening Call risk-free today.
Introducing Primal Edge.
Today, it's even more important to take a supplement that complements your health. Primal Edge is specifically formulated to boost your immune system and help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Our early ancestors found all their nutritional requirements in the wild environment. But today, our food sources don't contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that we need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated humic and fulvic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, without them, life cannot exist.
That's right, Ellen. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge. Just $89 exclusively at TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. We're on the line with Robert in Kansas. We're taking a look at silver. We're bisecting and dissecting it. So, Robert, any questions about the daily chart so far that we looked at?
No questions about the daily.
Okay. So, again, watch 27.75 or thereabouts. If price closes over that, I would be hesitant on taking a short. Are you short right now or looking to get into a short?
No, I'm looking to enter a position.
Okay, so as I scan through the short-term time frame charts, the one time frame that shows a bottom pattern is the 60-minute. The 60-minute shows a Rhodes momentum indicator bottom. This candle here completes in 6 minutes, so that should be our bullish engulfing candle. And this suggests to us that price should rally up to the 27.65 area. Now, it may turn down from there. If it does turn down from there, that would be your entry or a signal into a short position. And you can. It sounds like you're going to use the SLV for that. As I pull over the charts here, just for you to take a look at levels on the SLV, you're going to see that the bottom of its daily profile is 2507. But really, you should be more focused on the levels on the actual silver contract, the July contract for that. But with regard to SLV, 2507 stands out as a support level. If price closes below that, then you're looking at 2303 as the next area of support. Any other questions or any other information that I might be able to provide you with?
No, that's great. I really appreciate your help and your insight.
Well, perfect. Thanks so much for calling, Robert. Have a fantastic weekend, and best of luck to you on that trade, whatever you decide to do. And we'll look forward to speaking to you again. That was Robert in Kansas. So, folks, we're about to end the show. It's been a great week. Sorry about yesterday's technical difficulties. We'll be back with you on a marvelous, magnificent Monday. But there are 2 more fantastic hours up next. Your favorite polar bear, David White, he's up next with the Power Trading Hour. Tom O'Brien will take us on home, and I'll be back with you on Monday. So have a fantastic weekend, folks. Be safe out there, and we'll see you soon.